You going to the gym today?
Of course. You go every day, boy. No days off. Ever.
Bro, my girlfriend, I didn't have time yesterday, bro, but we went for a run in downtown because we were out there, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I can't fucking not do shit today. We gotta go for a run." We
Mm-hmm.
went for like a 20-minute run, which is pretty fucking nice.
That's so. Running's fun, especially when you have someone nice. But if you in the trenches, nah, that should be trash.
Nah, bro, I left her in the dust, bro. I kept having to go back, and because we were on the streets, but like on the main street, and I pulled up almost like a quarter mile ahead, and I was like, "Fuck, me go back."
Alright, I'm just finishing making a thumbnail and then we good.
All right, man.
Yeah, we just gonna chill. Go back. We gonna review this week. What happened this week, and then we're gonna go actually back test for other days. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we're gonna do all this week first. Damn, I'm mad as shit. My monitor went out.
Both of them or just that one?
It's just the one. So left one. Rest in pieces.
Chris.
Rest in pieces, man.
Yeah.
All right, I made the thumbnail. We good. I'm just putting it in and we get right to it. Let me refresh. Get the thumbnail. Make sure it's changing. Cause I usually do the same video. I never have to change the thumbnail.
This keeps it simple.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause I can do the same thing. But here I'm
Maybe
about to
maybe do some
switch.
different ones. Get some catch some attention. Pow, has some pop.
True. Hold
I'm
on.
on Canva right now. I saw that you were on Canva.com, and now I'm just like
Yeah,
going
that
through
I like Canva.
thumbnails.
That's exactly what I use. Canva's it's good for the price. And I got the pro version just so I can do like transparent backgrounds and I can like put logos on things.
Oh, it makes sense, dude. You know what I just bought a year subscription to was Dropbox because like it's
Dropbox.
so hard for me to get my like stuff on my iPhone to my PC. So I'm just like, you know what? I bought it and now it's bro, I can get everything on my iPhone on my PC like that. So I thought it had value for 60 bucks a year, or is it like 50? I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks a year. I'm just fucking getting so sick of not being able like getting that feeling of like I don't know, man. Like I shouldn't let it, but like
True.
doing video
True.
edits, like to upload the videos to the computer to start editing. Now it's just like I go on, sit down, and bring shit up. You know, whatever's on my iPhone.
Yeah, I feel you. But now we about to get right on into it. This is about to we about to see exactly what happened, and it's gonna like you'll see. I'm gonna tell you certain things that you should be paying attention to. I'm waiting for this thumbnail to change. God damn it, thumbnail change.
Bear market.
Nah, real shit, bro. Bird so weak. Have you already backtest anything?
No, man. Fucking FTMO. They were like, hey, we recommend you just looking over your trades, but then taking some time off. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a day or two off, and then get back into it.
Yeah, bro. I wish you were there the last 2 days. The last 2 days, it was pretty good.
Yeah, big hell yeah.
Damn. All right, whatever. The thumbnail did change, but it's being gay, so I'm gonna just leave it. Fuck it.
If you want, I got time.
Nah, bro, we straight. Cause I made it. I see it on my computer, but not here, so it's cool. It is what it is. But all right, we about to get right into it. And this is what I'm predicting for the. This is just my analysis for now. What I'm expecting Price to do. But alright, bet. Alright. So using my screen and everything.
You guys see everything? Everything looks clean and clear.
Alright, bet. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the hour time frame. This right here is Sunday. So Sunday, Monday. So that's how I know I have a divider for the beginning of every week, right? So this is right here. This is all Sunday. Mondays right here. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're gonna go all the way to Monday and see what happens. But we're gonna go to 15-minute time frame because that's primarily what we'll be looking at, right? So right here, this is Monday. So from here, what we would have did, let's see what happened. We would have marked up the previous day's high. Is it? Yeah, right here. Previous day's high. We're gonna pull it all the way over actually. Then we would have had the previous day's low, which is, this isn't in the previous day's high. Matter of fact, it's all the way up here. Then the previous day's low. Mark them up. And basically, we're gonna do the same thing we always would do, but it's already gonna be done. You get what I'm saying? So we would have marked up the Asian range from before. So right here. We would have marked up the 12 a.m. open. Just like that. And then what we would have been looking at, let's just analyze what happened now. From here, price. Let me zoom in like this. Matter of fact, let me get the big figure numbers too. So let me get right here 35,800 or else anything close in vicinity. I hate how this happens like this, so I hate backtest on trading. I wish there was like a good simulator for Mac. Just like that. Now let's analyze what happened. Price came down below the 12 a.m. open, came up during, this is early New York session. This is 5:30, so this is about 3.5, 4 hours before the open. Price consolidated. Then what happened? That's kind of shitty day. Monday was kind of ass.
Yeah, bro, that's that.
This is just consolidation. Well, you see what happened? It consolidated and stayed. It was done this range right here of the Asian session. So it just retested and it just stayed in that Asian session range. And then from there, it came down later in the day. But now let's move on to the next day since Monday didn't really have shit happen. So now we're gonna come here. We are gonna do the same thing. We're gonna mark up Monday's previous day's high. So right here, pull that all the way over. Then we're gonna have the previous day's low, which is right here. Same thing that we do. Make these, change them. Just like that. Would have marked up the Asian session from the day before. Right here to here. And we're just basically doing the same thing, but it's already done for us. So we have the Asian session. We've already marked up the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. And I'm going to get rid of the days before this for now. We have that. What happened here? Price came up, made this high at what time? 2 in the morning, which is London session. So London session made the high of the day. So this is going to be a setup that's clean. So this, you can see, follows the characteristics of one of the setups. The London session made the high of the day after what? Trading above the 12 a.m. open. Right here. Traded right above it. Made that high. And then if you also get the fib on here, it traded close to the 50% of the Asian session range, which just was a small retracement. And if you pull the fib here from this high to this low, then you get the fib, get the normal settings. You see it just had this 38.20% rejection. So this just showed you it was trending. So it had a little pullback, showed you it was trending. From here, fell all the way down, cleared the previous day's low. Well, this was just yesterday's low, but it cleared this day's low. Then price kept coming lower, kept coming lower. But then where did it go? Look at where price stops. Right here, this is 34, 35, 200, 35, 300, 35, 500. So those are the main levels. And look how it came down to them. Came down to 35, 300, had a retracement. But this overall was a very trending day. This is a day where you wouldn't have got much trading during New York session because it was just so trending. Because as you see at 9 o'clock, it just kept falling. It was no retracements. It was just a very trending day. But pay attention to where it was going to. Come to the weekly. Come to the weekly. It was clearing all these lows. This was the previous day's lows, and look where it was coming. Cleared all that, cleared all that, cleared all that. And that's on the higher time frames.
Imagine holding that cell.
Mm-hmm. It would have been good short term, but they can't hold it forever. But that's still a great move.
That's over 1,000 pips.
Yeah, something like that. Bro, it was probably way more. Like this week was about more than 1,000, maybe like 3, 4.
Yeah, fuck, man. That's fucking.
1,700. That's in a week, my boy. Imagine on 0.01.
That's a good risk. Minimal risk for.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love this pair. Like, even though I traded NAS, this is still my main pair. It's my shit. But now we just gonna go back to it. I'm gonna get rid of all these drawings so we can start fresh on this day, which says Monday, Tuesday. Now here's Wednesday. So we're gonna come over here, mark up Tuesday's Asian session range. %, mark up the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. Now we're gonna see what happened on this day. Price came up, made this high at what time? 9:30, which is 6:30 your time. But what did it do? Came up, cleared the Asian session high, so had a false break. So what was it doing? Making the high of the day during New York session. So this is a sign of a reversal.
And those are when we're trying to hit sells. That's why you sell above the Asian and buy below the Asian.
Like, even it doesn't have to be real close to it, but when you're near these areas, those are good times to like get into trades, because as you can see, they be having reaction right here. Consolidated, went all the way up. Here, very far away, came all the way down, but see, it kind of used as a support too. Came up, so it's a good area to be getting in if you're saying. It just depends on the situation, if you know what I mean. Not every situation is the same. So we got the high of the day during the New York session. It had cleared a high, so it had a false break. And what else did it do? We have this order block right here. Right here. And then if you even look into it more, where is it? The fib, pull it from this high to this low. So pulling it from yesterday's high to today's low. So right here. So right here. That's the 50. Is that the 50%? Or is it? That's the 50% right there. From this to here. Even though I don't really use this level, you can see it's the same thing if you're looking at discounted price. If you get what I'm saying, it comes close. This 50% is basically like the 50% of this Asian range right here. Came to 50%, rejected, and then what did it do? Targeted London sessions lows. These are the London sessions lows. London session low. But even though during London session we did have this false break of the Asian session low also. So this was a situation where you could have potentially been looking to have this continuation right here too. Because look, London session made the low of the day. Price had this retracement right here. And still had that move. So it was a day you could have caught both moves, if you get what I'm saying. You see it? Because you could have caught this London session continuation, anticipating that price was going to continue London's trend. And as you see, it had that retracement and then did have a reaction. Even though it wasn't a big reaction, that's still a potential move. That's not small. You get what I'm saying? If you look at it, this is about 200 pips. And that's at 10:30. So even though I probably would have been looking to catch the short, since it's a little bit more around the time I'm trading, in that time I wouldn't have been looking to buy at all up here, right? I'm never looking to buy below if I'm below here. You get what I'm saying? So it automatically keeps me out of that. So I already know what I'm looking for, right? Because if I know I'm above the 12 a.m. open, and yesterday was also a bearish day, I'm not looking to buy at all. You get what I'm saying? Because now you have a higher probability of being with the trend. And now it's like giving you, now isn't, you're not confused on what you have to, what you should do or what you shouldn't. You know what you have to do now, right? And you just got to be disciplined enough to follow that now. So I wouldn't even be looking for buys. And then here's the icing on the cake. Look where it is. 35, 500, 35, 33, 500. It's like art. And if you want to see even something a little bit more, see this high? Cleared it right here. All this. This would have been the perfect entry in the world. If you really just would have waited for all the highs to be broken or something and try to get in right there, that would have been the sum.
Where is it? Is it 7 9 9:30 9:30 Eastern Standard Time? Yeah. Look, it was right there in that zone, that time frame.
Yes, it's right there. That's 9:30, right at the open. That's right at the open. And then from there, look where it went. It just flushed. Had a retracement, flushed again. But this would have been the ideal trade. You would have been wanting to catch a short since today was a bearish day. Even though you could have caught the London continuation also, this would have been a great move. And this would have been something very big. And if you look, where did it target? 35,000. This is an easy 500 pip move right here. 500 pips, just like that. Traded from one big figure to another big figure, clearing the liquidity of the one. You get what I'm saying? So now, see how it makes more sense when you look over it and you know exactly what you're supposed to be looking for. You're supposed to, when you back test, you just do the same exact thing, like identical. And then you just look at it. So it's like the daily ranges, but you're going through all of them at once and you're watching how the market flowed. And after we get done this day right here, I'm going to take you to the higher time frame of when this all was happening too. And I'm going to show you something. So, all right, same thing. Come over here. We're going to get the, why is it like that? Get the 8. It's like wider than it's supposed to be. Get like that.
Sometimes, bro, the settings mess up when you like exit chart.
Yeah, it'd be fucking me up. All right, we got the Asian session range. We're gonna mark up previous day's high and previous day's low here, so people don't get confused. What is that? Oh, that's all right. Nice. All right, so we got that, and now we got the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. So let's see what happened. Overall, you see, price came up. This is London session. London session, they cleared this Asian session high. After that, I had this retracement. So what did it do? If you pulled the fib from this low that tapped into 35,500, so yesterday's low of the day, and pull it to this high that it made during London session. So from this low, so the low of the Asian session, and also the low of the day from yesterday. So hold on, let me change the color back. All the way up to the high that London session made. You see that price had this retracement all the way down to the 70.50 on the fib. right? Clean. Look how clean it is. But also look over. Look at this clean order block right here. The cleanest one ever. Why is it a clean one? Because this is the move that cleared these lows and then pushed price all the way back up. So this is the big move right here. And it's clear. This is a very clear one, right? Ones like this are very clear. And look where price came to. It came almost to the pip of it. This would have been a good one. So you, in this case, you probably would have been looking to get in on the fib retracement. But this would have been something you could have potentially moved. But look how close they got. That's almost right there.
That's not our time of day.
What time is it? Oh yeah, that's early though. But still, just looking at when it does it though, just pay attention to what it's doing though. That's what I want to show you, because there'll be times where price might consolidate a little bit longer and then do this. You know what I'm saying? Because not every day is the same. So this is still a situation we could potentially see. Our time, it just depends, because the London session could say range a little bit longer and then come down during the New York session. But I'm trying to show you the pattern. That's what I'm trying to show you. I want you to pay attention to the pattern it's making, because once you see the pattern, you'll be able to see it, and there'll be times where it happens during our time of day. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then from here, London session pushed up, cleared the highs that it made during 2 a.m. Traded all the way higher. And let's see if we pull our fib from yesterday's high to the low. Nah, it's not that clean. But you see price came all the way up. We just tapped into this. It tapped into this last up candle before this down move over here. Right over here. So the order block that it made from yesterday's high of the day, price traded into it at 11 a.m. So it's a little bit later. So during right here, this is the 9:30. You just would have been looking to potentially catch that move as a continuation. And this is something I did catch. Remember, this was the US30 buy move. And why was I buying over here? Because I seen that we were below 12 a.m. Price was showing signs of having a reversal, you see, because even from yesterday, look at all these lows that price is starting to consolidate at, showing willingness to want to go higher. So even though it was a bearish day, I was below the open. So if it was going to be a reversal day, I would be on the best side of it. And you can see I was right. So from this low that price traded into at this fib down here, this was a very clean. This ended up being the low of the day down here, 4 a.m. So this is like early New York session. So basically, I would say it's like honestly London session, honestly. So this is like a really late London session low, Price from there, I drew the fib to the high that was made during the early New York session, and you can see right here. Now if we get zoom in even more, price traded into this order block that it made right here. Traded right into that order block, traded right into the 62% of that fib 2 times at 9:30. And then what else did it do? Hit even lower. It cleared this low right before it went up. And then look, cleared the liquidity. And then the rest was history. From here, price wanted targeted the highs that it made during the London session. So on these reversal days, it targets the London session highs. That's always target that you have, because a lot of the time it's going to target it. And then from here, price ran all the way up, came very close to 35,500. It probably touched it on other brokers, as you know, sometimes our chart isn't always the best one, but targeted that high. Then from here, we had to eat another reversal, which was crazy. Dropped, and then just melted. Just targeted the previous day's low, everything. But keep in mind, it didn't target yesterday's previous day's high, though. It stayed under it. And then from here, price went to this big figure level, 35,400. This is the big figure level. We retrace that. From here, it just had this massive drop. This is a big boy drop, 850 points in a day. That's a lot. That's a lot.
There's people who made money. There's people who lost money.
Imagine, let me put this in perspective. You look to short at 35,400, with your stop loss above the previous day's high, because you know it shouldn't go past it. targeting the previous day's low, or just targeting, let's say, 34,500 big figure level, and you would maybe you're even going for a long term. This is a 6.1, so imagine risking 1% on this trade. You know what I'm saying? That's 6% in one trade. Even though this is a little bit later, but it's at 10:30. So this is like we still be around at this time. And all you would have had to do is just hold it for a little bit longer. And this happens by around early. This is like right before, it's like 4 o'clock my time. So about like 1 o'clock your time.
Yeah,
That's fast if you think about it.
see within the day, bro. People don't realize like if something can move big in a day's worth of time, that's big, bro. Because that's all we have is the now. So the bigger the move is in the current day, the
That's what
bigger
I'm
the move
saying.
is
That's even on the smallest lot size, you could have made up to $900.
in a single day, bro. People go to the casino trying to hit the lotto.
Bro, the minimum you could have made, the minimum possible you can make is 900K. I said 900K, $900.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Like that's a wild drop, bro. Like that was the start of a bearish week. Like like not start, but like that kind of like put the laid the hammer down, saying boom, drop it. That was a big ass move. That was on Tuesday,
This I think was Wednesday. So one of the good days, Monday through Wednesday, has the best trade opportunities.
Tuesday, Thursday.
For Thursday, Friday, tend to try to like continue the trend. I've learned. That's like something I've learned throughout the time.
Okay, so Tuesday, Thursday, Friday here.
Cause look, trust me, when I take you to higher time frame, I'm gonna show you something. So all right, so now this is yeah, this was Thursday. But look, Thursday did what? Continued the trend of the week, bearish. Then Friday, let's see what happened Friday. We're gonna mark up the 12 a.m. in the Asian session. Yeah, I don't know why. I gotta fix that shit. The Asian session, highs and lows. 12 a.m. open. Previous day's high. Oh,
Run, get some water.
are you good? Previous day's low. As you can see, look what happened. On this session, made a high, cleared it during what time? 11 o'clock, which is late New York session, but peep where we are in price, 34,800. So look, Martin, same thing. Target the London session high, late New York session, and then had a reversal on the overall day. Targeting what? The previous day's low. Target the low it made during early New York session. And where did it sell at? At 34,800 big figure level. Where? Above the 12 a.m. open. On what? When the previous day was also bearish. And if you get a fib from yesterday's high to the low that it made during the New York session, and look at where it hit, the 38% on that fib from yesterday.
It was bearish, man.
but look at all the confirmations though. These are just like real bearish trends, and you can see how it's in a strong trend. So that's why this is just like a strong trend. And look where we are in the price up here. We tap almost right into 34,900. So it's right in this range right here.
What if bullish trends happen right at the market, like within that window frame, and then bearish trends are just like either like before or after, like a little bit like open, like right before lunchtime,
Mm-hmm.
gets to that high,
Look
takes
at
a
it right
little
here.
out, does a whole fucking reversal.
Look at the range in between these highs and lows. Came right into it, right in the middle of that. It's not a fair value gap. I just put that just to show you the different color. But let's see what would have happened during our time. This is 9:45. So at 9:45, price came down, targeted the previous day's low, as you can see right here. So if you get really in, so we showed signs of reversals already. We were clearing lows and having false breaks at 9:30, which is at the open. And where was it? So if you would have been looking to buy, you would have been looking to buy below the open, right? And look where it was. Came below, cleared the low. So you only would have been looking to buy at this point. And then now you put timing into it. This is at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. So 30 minutes after the open. So if you would have been just bullish, you would have been looking to buy at least below the open. So that would have kept you out of all of this up here. All of this you would have been kept out of it. You wouldn't even been looking. So as soon as it came down here, look what happened. As soon as it came down here, price reversed. But where are we in price? 34,500, which is a big figure level. Retraced, but we cleared the low also. So we came all the way down to, I think, almost 34,400, if anything. Then from here, price pushed up, cleared that high, cleared those highs, then had that move to the downside. And then where did it target? Another big figure level, 34,200. And that's where we are in price right now. And now we're gonna go. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the higher time frames. Look, so on bearish days, you target the previous day's low, right? So if we would have been only looking to sell on these days because we were anticipating price to at least come to this order block right here, right? Because if you watched the markup video I did last week, right, where I said I was bearish,
Yeah, we were targeting
I was targeting the order blocks in 34,200, right? I didn't even think it was gonna come this far right now, but look, we were all the way up here. If we only were looking to short, we only would have been looking to target the previous day's low and sell above it, right? Target the previous day's low. We would have been targeting the previous day's low, targeting the previous day's low. And look how many times it ran through it. And we already knew we were bearish just because of the higher time frames. And every day that is bearish, we just know we're targeting the previous day's low just because it's a higher probability because we're following the previous day's trend. There's going to be some days we get caught in a reversal. So say we're bullish here, and since it's up candle, we're going to be bullish the next day. So there's a chance that we could potentially lose this trade here. You know what I'm saying? But we're on that higher probability because look how many candles happen at once, like all together. Like if there's one, there's probably going to be 3, 4. So here, look, there's one, there's probably going to be a few more. There's one, there's probably going to be a few more. But there's going to be times where we do get chopped up, but that's part of the game. You know what I mean? It's better to have the high probability and all of that. And look where price fell from. 36,000 big figure level. This is where price started to fall from. And then overall came down. And I'm looking to target 34,000. That's the next target that I'm looking to get at. Right here. This is the next target. I think that's a big move. 36,000 to 34,000. That's 2,000 points. So it's going to be perfect. And it's probably going to clear these lows right here also. So we'll see. We could potentially get a retracement or something around here. So I'm going to be paying attention to that. But just based off those simple rules, you would have been on the good side of the market majority of these days, right? And following the same things we do every day, but you're now looking at it hindsight. So now when you do it live, you'll start to gain more confidence because you're seeing it more now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, man. This right here makes as helpful. It's like, okay, well, the reason why we fell above the open or above the Asian session range is because then you can take that whole daily move
Mm-hmm.
essentially. Uh,
Because we're basically catching the up wicks of the days. And what do we know? When you're on continuation days, a lot of the times the London session will make the higher low of the day. So when it makes the higher low of the day and clears liquidity, that's a good sign that it's going to have a reversal, because why would it clear liquidity and get liquidity if it doesn't plan on going the opposite direction, right? It just would have tricked traders. It would have made it like an equal high to then, because equal highs show that there's a chance that price is going to target that liquidity. So when it doesn't and it clears it, it shows that there's a willingness to go the opposite direction because it needed that liquidity to go somewhere, right?
It has to go somewhere, price, and there's got to be someone holding a position and someone taking profits from a position. And
Mm-hmm. And
bro,
they're
to me, this is chess, bro. Like we're over here talking, we're talking battlefield moves, bro. Like
oh god, it's me versus you at the end of the day. It's you versus everyone. It's you versus the world. It's a battle against you versus everybody, right?
it's like
Cause
the Wild Wild West plus the Coliseum. Like it's like a free for all, but it's like, oh,
yeah, like we can help each other, like we're alliances type shit. But
but
it's like, you know what I'm saying?
bro, like
But we be trading on the same side though, so we're good though. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's like how you are as a trader though too. Like, are you faster at pulling the trigger? Are you faster at circling the gun? Are you faster at
More confidence.
your confidence? Are you yeah, like are you have you had more experience in dodging this type of fucking moves? This player come at you and then you're in and out, lost 1% compared to the 10% loss that a rookie just had. You know, it's like fuck.
Nah, true. That's what I'm saying. But here, I'm gonna pass it off to you, and I want to watch you back test. I want you to go back in time and do the same exact thing I did. Just mark it up day by day. And one thing I want to try to tell you: try to keep your charts as clean as possible, because the simpler it is, this you're not looking at too much. So, like I noticed, you have a lot of highlights on stuff, but if that works for you, that works for you. Everyone's different, you know what I mean? But one thing that I learned, I used to have a lot of stuff in my charts too, and when I start slimming it down and making it simpler, and I just make it look everything's the same. Like if you see all my daily ranges, everything looks exactly the same. So that's just one tip I have for you. But I'm gonna pass it off to you so you can do it.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm smack. Go here. All right, I'm making you host right now. Are your host?
All right. Okay. Your screen. Okay. Okay. So we have here weekly chart of US 30. We're gonna go down to the 15 and start back up on Monday. So we have Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. This is Monday's
Put
session
like
range.
on Sunday, put like a big like highlight also, just so we could like see where the week starts visually. Like remember how I had like a black one? Just like grab and just grab like a rectangle. You can just make it easy, just so I could like see where Sunday is.
So this is Friday right here, and then this is like Sunday, I guess. These 2 days, right?
Which one's Friday? The last red is Friday.
This is Friday, and then right here to right here would be like that Monday, Sunday, right? Like I think this is the weekend, like in this range right here. So Friday ends at the end of New York session, that pink line,
Okay.
Saturday, and then Sunday. So this is the weekend right here.
All right, bet.
Usually, and then the Asian started, and then London, then okay. So as we're doing weekly markup, Sunday markups coming in here, we're like, okay, well, let's look at the previous day high. We have that right here, and then previous day low. Um, I'm gonna do this. Uh, just kidding. Whatever. Um, Marking out the Asian session range. So this is previous day stuff. We're looking at previous day movement coming into this week. So
It's just a random day.
The one I picked.
What day is this?
This is I'm looking at Friday's range. So the high on Friday and the low on Friday as we're coming into Monday.
This week?
Last week.
All right, bet.
So this is the week as it happened, and then this is
All right, I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, bet.
is that what you wanted me to do, man? Honestly, or is it?
You can do whatever. I was just gonna say you can do it anytime.
So I'm just kind of going over what you did, and then the Asian session high, or that's Asian session low. Asian session high is right here. Pretty sure I the Asian session low, and I oh, bro, I'm gonna have to make one real quick. As
Yeah, I'm gonna start the challenge video today. Series.
Monday I
I'm
go
gonna
in.
vlog it and all that. Uh,
Monday I go in. I'm prepared. I already talked to my brother, and I said, brother, I said, Joe, I am the best bet for dad's retirement, man. I know both of us are, but I said, but still, I'm learning, bro. We make 6,000. We're only hiring more people. We're gonna be at 7, 8,000 pretty soon every month in profits in the business. I said, the business all it does is put it into a savings account, Joe. I said, we can't do that anymore, bro. I know too much now. I said, bro, even if I fail it one, two, three times, bro, like I'm gonna tell the business needs to put in at least $1,000 because, and I'll put in the rest. I gotta put skin in the game.
yeah, I feel you.
But it's like that. There's no, dude. I'm. What we're doing is helping my parents retire, bro. With every move that we make, all these deals, we're gonna retire them, and then once we're gonna move so fast, we're gonna retire ourselves while they're still alive. But I was like, even when they die, we can will all that stuff over, set it up, structure it where all their assets is transferred to us. And he's like, yeah, that makes sense. So
No, I feel you.
sorry, I can't focus. I can't focus on more than one thing. Sorry, bro.
Are you good?
Order blocks. We're gonna get these order blocks. Um, Asian session. Previous day low. Look at the day. As we're coming in, here's the 7:30 time right here. Um, this is Sunday. No, the 17th is Monday. So this is already coming into Monday's price action. Sunday opened. Price action started Monday, and later in the day it fell. It was just sideways Monday. It looks like actually. Take this target is this. Use a fib. Measure the highs to lows. Okay, and bring it over actually. So this was the weekend. I have this box on here for a reason. Um, this happened last down candle or the move up, last down candle. Well, this is an order block right here. I feel like here on that candle. Um, never got to the previous day highs as it was coming in here. It started falling at 3%. The Asian session, okay. This happened. Is this considered Asian session low? Right, like the weekend would this Asian session be significant, or are we still going off the
Nah,
Friday
just go
session?
off for Friday.
Okay. So it never really tapped into the Asian session low. It kind of never rallied back up from the previous week. And we were already calling that. You called that. It said it could be bearish, and then it happened. But mm, any fair value gap? This one.
Why did you just have a weekend though?
Pardon me.
Your chart. Yours has a weekend. It's like
Yeah.
extra.
The weekend is like right here.
Cause look, like with mine, it just stops Friday, and then it opens and goes into Monday.
Well, that's kind of what I mean though. But this is like the weekend like range right here. Like not the weekend, but it's like what from this past week to going into this new week is this area right here. So it
Okay.
stopped and then it started coming back into it. But this was the Friday to Monday transition right here.
All right, I got you. Yeah, cause I'm just trying to visually see it. You know what I mean? Cause we both have different perspectives on it, so I have to like train my eyes to see it other people's ways too.
Well, what this yeah, this is like Asian kind of starting it up again on for Monday, comparing it. This is all Monday. Um, and then the start of the week. Where's my day start? All right, where my dashed lines are like the day range from start of the day. So it would be like this is like it ended. Actually, so that's the 16th. That's the end. That's like the start of the 17th. The 17th is the that was that Monday. So yeah. So this is Monday starts right here, all the way. Um,
Hold on, keep talking, cause the stream. I have it so the stream hears you too. So they hear you too. So you can talk.
okay. My microphone closer to my mouth. Um, yeah, bro. It tapped it. Just it never really came back up. Honestly, it there was this one, two. Nah, it's hard to say, man. Like it just kind of never really went back up as it was coming into the. Go back to the 15. Market opened. We were waiting. Uh, okay, our session. We're just like, okay, well, it tapped into this little right here. We could have said that. Pull that order block out, and then as soon as the market opened, we could have had a retracement from this low to this high and seen where the good point was to get in on. Hmm. Time of day, big figure level, little under Asian session. Um, yeah, bro. Like honestly, this was for me. This is there's no clear and concise setup. Um, we didn't even take a trade on Monday. I'm kind of like just looking at it. But from what if I were to take a trade based off time of day, it traveled into this 15-minute order block. There was a fib. It went to the 79%. 50-point stop, or even like a 35 or 40. 1 to 2. It never really got to two up here. It would have kind of got to 1.5. For sure, a 1-to-1 trade, but well, that's not what we're doing. And then it kind of failed. It went up, never really tapped into there, and then it That's when it started finally going bearish. Knowing that it was bearish into coming into Monday, I should have never pretending like I traded. I should have never placed this trade and waited for that bearish move to happen. Higher probability from previous week sentiment. So trend was bearish. Should be looking to get bearish. Now, what kind of confluences? Where can I get in a high confluence area now to go bear? Okay, so I'm gonna erase all this and start the new week up. So this happened, and I'm gonna start up the new day right there. So just gonna clean this chart up. So Asian session range is essentially all of this like white vertical line, the high to the low. I'm gonna put uh, Asian session high right here. Asian session high, Asian session low here.
Oh boy.
Previous day high would be essentially this double. Yeah, it's in that day right here. At the previous day low, all the way down here. Yeah, Monday still kind of gave me a hard time charting because of that previous week. But once we start getting into like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I get pretty um fast. Let's see, 12 a.m. I don't have that 50% of the Asian session, but I'm pretty sure the 50% is from the Asian session range is like around here. And I'll just verify that while I'm doing a fib. Yeah, I was pretty spot on. I was pretty spot on. Let's see. Okay, so now there's targets, and that's nice. And we measured all that. So if this happened, right here going into London, we're seeing what London did, and we're looking in. This was how what Asian session played out. We're seeing this retracement created an order block. Right here, last down candle before the move up. I'm gonna say it's actually right here. Oh, wait up. It never even got up there. Okay, and then last up candle for the move down. So coming up, order block. Great. Maybe as this is starting to happen, um, we see this. Okay, so there's an order block right there because that's how London played. Last up candle before the move, and you can see coming into 7, it there we thought this was you know a buy, and it obviously there was moves tips to be made there, probably a 1-to-1, but the move couldn't break into this order block, so should have been cautious, more cautious. Okay, there it is in the order block, um there's an order bearish order block. we're, could have been all out by this point, knowing that, or having that bearish sentiment been like, well, I'm just gonna wait until price gets back into this, which was not even in that day. It was in the Asian session of the following day. But there's moves to be made here, so technically this could have been a move um for the move higher. Time of day, uh risking 50 points, let's say, at the bottom of this order block, or yeah, this order block, which was right there. So I got to go up a little higher, like around there. Um, the entry, let's say, was like right here. Um, 1 to 2. Oh fuck, it wasn't even the time of yeah, yeah, no, that wouldn't have been a, we're bearish. Get rid of that. Hey, good morning. Um, so yeah, honestly, I don't know if I would have even taken a trade. This my impulsive ass would have taken a trade on this buy and then not even gone to one to
Well,
two.
confirm. Why would you take it though? What would be the confirmations for it?
Well, there was that. There's an order block right here. It's not the 50%, but it still went into
Ah, it
there.
is. It is. 50%
Uh,
of the Asian range.
there's this whole move of the. You can measure it from the Asian
But that's
session
the order
range.
block. What time was that order block made?
That order block was made at right
Right at the
at
beginning of London.
one. Yeah, beginning of London.
I mean, that's still a good confirmation for London. Bullish because it shows forms of having. If you look at it, look at how price dropped. You see that big drop from the day before during London session. Had that big drop, making that low of the day. Making that low of the day. Price had a retracement, right? So if you pull your fib from yesterday's high to yesterday's low, look where you're at on the fib.
So previous day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh-huh.
maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna go down here, measure it from that high to this low.
Uh-huh. To that low down there.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it out and do a regular, normal. Thanks, Sabrina. Um, dude, I'm. I think she's upset at me, bro, because we were supposed to get breakfast with. I don't even know this family, bro. I don't, bro. I got goals and dreams, and shit. I know what it means to kind of have to sacrifice not being the person there all the time.
Yeah, that's how
But
I be on my dolo.
that sucks, bro. But shit, like, who's gonna do this back testing for me? Me, nigga. Like, shit. Like, well, you're helping me. Thank you. I appreciate you so much, Andre. But
Always.
shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're gonna upload a
Yeah,
hard drive to
it's
my.
all you gotta do it all. At the end of the day, I can show you, but if you don't put the work into it, it ain't gonna mean nothing. I can give you
Yeah.
everything in the world.
So it went up to the 62%. It had a double top essentially. Right here. There's this 30. Okay, so here to here, it went up, up.
Here, keep on talking.
62%,
Get something real quick.
and then this 50%. If you want, if you don't want to take the boy, it's all fine. I know you could have. We, I don't know. It's up to you, Sabrina. Leave him here. All right, cool, 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 cool. Um, let's see. All right, dude. I lost focus, man. I'm sorry. Um, okay, I'm back here. Let's see. We got this right here. 50%. Honestly, Andre, wait up. came up, went down to 50%. Time of day, that was still a pretty good move. Um, 50 points, that was break even trade if one was bullish, at least. And then this happened. Oh, fuck. Dude, I'm kind of lost with my charts. So 17. Okay, okay. Andre, are you there? So, okay, so we're gonna end up doing this, getting it went to the 38%, couldn't reclaim it, and then dripped. All right, I'm gonna erase all this. I'm just gonna do this last week. That's easy to see. Asian session, measuring it out. This is how I like to just do it in the mornings, kind of just measure out those Asian session high, Asian session low. It's identifiable through this um orange square. 50% is measured out with this line in the halfway of that. So I like to measure it like this. 50% of the Asian recession range. Okay. 12 a.m. opens right there. See with this dashed line, it's that candle. The open went up. So it's the body of right here. That's the open or the 12 a.m. Okay. Previous day high, previous day low. So we're looking up here. Previous day high. Previous day low. Which is right here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I could do that. Um, okay, okay. 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 So we have the previous day high, previous day low. I have all of these targets, these areas of importance. I'm gonna measure out the big figure levels. Horizontal line. Got the 35 right here. 32, 200. 800. 500. And I'll do one more at the 800 level or the 200 level. Okay. I need to get more meticulous like you, Andre. So I'm just gonna do these real quick. Kind of get them on the where they need to be. Okay, now we have big fig levels, targets. It's Asian session range, the previous day high. Okay, we're starting to see how the market ended, and where the market hasn't even started like trading today. But oh fuck, dude, I measured out the wrong because I'm supposed to be trading this day, measuring out the previous like Thursdays, right? Yeah, I think I messed up, man. Because this is a Friday. This is a Friday, so I'm marking up this trading day, and there's nothing to trade. Get it? Like maybe okay.
Ah, so
I'm
you can
not.
still use it though.
I'm high as shit right now, bro. Let's see. Okay, let's see.
You're
Okay,
funny, man.
so there was order block down here. Um, Asian session low. Price traveled 7:30. Where is it? I'm gonna go a little bit back actually. So yeah, as price is coming down, you can see the last up candle before the down move, last down move before the up move. Um, there's an order block right here, last down candle before the move up. And I guess the up move would be the that's a if this comes back into this range, that could be a breaker block. It could be getting look if it's bearish and we're looking to get in on a trade, maybe up here in this range to go down. This is for this upcoming week, or this was for Friday. Never mind. Jeez, I gotta look. I'm learning how to see the charts still, bro, on a like 15-minute daily. So this is okay.
It's good to learn a time frame to get used to it.
Yeah, we gotta. We're like, okay, well, it's time of day, 7 o'clock. We're seeing if it's targeting previous day lows, previous Asian session low, and we're like, okay, well, if it's going down here, we could look for buys. It's a target, okay, target. We can do something like this. Um, something around probably the previous day low. Oh fuck, that's only up. Guys, stop. Right under that wick of the Asian session low. So this could have been like a 1 to 3. So there's an order block here. I want to say it's fucking some like right in this like on an hour maybe. It's like right in this range right here. So this there's a order block right here. Um, so as price came up, took the liquidity, it came up double top. Did it make take liquidity? No, it's just a flat out okay. London made this move, came down. There's a consolidation. I had a little drip. Boom. Could have been the buy right at 30 minutes before. Let's wait for the next candle. Okay, so technically, theoretically, someone could have gotten in on this right here, like at this point, right? Theoretically, like let's say this is like a 1 to 3, like right there. Okay. Um, see how this plays out. Oh, oh, that he. Eh. Oh, happens. Well, I probably would have if this is a 1 to 3. At 1 to 2, we would have already scaled out profit, and at 1 to 1, we would have already been break even. So that right there to about right there was taking profit, and you know what, being happy with 2%, 3%, and then getting stopped out for that move lower. That could have been a good trade, honestly, on Friday. But yeah, okay, so that was a clean move. It had that 1 to 3. There was a 150 point move, essentially 150 point move. Wow, cool. Um, and it went right into that Asian session low. Those were those deep discounts, premium buys for okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Right into this, like close to previous day low. Couldn't catch it. So yeah. Is that trade you took, Andre? This whole expansion on Friday? I think it was. But yeah, let me go back at oh, you took it on Nas? Oh, bro, that was freaking clean move. All right. Random moment in time. So, okay, let me go back a little bit more. Okay, so we're up, we're at our desks. You're setting everything up. Okay, well, the previous days have been kind of, they've had some range. They've had some range, but bearish. And then all of a sudden, there's this reclaiming it. So we're looking to get in for an expansion or some type of. It's already trending this day, bro. Like from the Asian session range, right? It's already kind of going. We're looking for a some type of either continuation. What do we have? We have the London continuation or the New York reversal, either bearish or bullish. So this here is already starting to kind of, look like it's very continuing looking. So if that being said, let's measure out the Asian session high, which it looked like it tapped into right here as it busted out, tapped into it a couple times. Then we have this low, which it's far from now. Previous day high. Oh, that's not it. That's the Asian session high. But we'll go previous day high. It's right in this area.
Uh,
Previous day low. 50% range is this orange line. And then the 12 a.m. open, which is what I'm finding out. It's essentially this close to all, Asians doesn't really range very much.
the what
Does,
doesn't
but
range?
it does. Asian session, it has its move. But from its 12 a.m. open, it's usually pretty close to the Asians 50% of Asian range. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed usually pretty close. Okay, so there's these targets from how it's been traded for the day. Looked like it's had just a whole pump. We could do a Fibonacci now. Now we have the Fib tool we have at our disposal. Previous day low, the previous day high. That doesn't make sense. We could do it from this low to this high, this whole expansion, see where it could come down to for a good retracement. As we're watching this, but it's for a big tracement of this nature, 500 to essentially close to 700, 200 point drop at the market open. It's possible it happens, but the probability of that needs. All right, let's see order blocks. Order blocks, order blocks. Cool. Okay, we're on a 15-minute time frame. Last down candle before the move up. So could say there's one down here. I don't know, just an order block. Oh damn. Okay. It's a trending day. Kind of nervous, honestly. Uh, kind of want to see how this plays out. Okay. 6:30. We're like, fuck. All right. So the price came all the way up here, but its body's right there. So this could be that high. Yeah, it could be high of the day, maybe high of the day. Um, as it's coming up here, we're like, wow, it's really extended now. It needs to come back. Something you could write it down. Where's their big figure levels? 800, 500, close to 800. Hasn't really taken it yet, so I need to be very careful. There's and it got broken into, so it went up and then got broken into. So this is a breaker block up here. Got violated right here, got broken into. I think so. I might, or at least an order block, the last up candle before the move down. Um, that's close to that 500 level. I'm just gonna see how this plays out as we get closer to our time. That's now 6:30, 6:45, 7, 7:15. Okay, we're like, okay, it's at the 800 level. Do we kind of want to take that risk? We haven't really seen a clear and concise candle yet to kind of show go down. Any order blocks? 50%. I'm still looking at these ranges like, damn, it still has room to go down. But if I were to go down, where am I trying to enter? There's this order block up here. It's still not close to our time. So yeah, it is 7:15. Good wait. Have some patience. See if it travels up here. If not, have an entry down here. Make sure to know the risk to reward to where I'm entering. I know I'm gonna try to go short if the move plays out. Let's see. This is 800 level. That's really good entry, actually, man. Like, now let's see. Okay, there's this move down. Okay, so if it's going back down and we miss it, we'll wait for a retracement. You know, try to get in this area up here around there on a retracement. Get back down here, 850, and 1 to 2. We'll say Asian session low or Asian session high. Let's say that's our target for it to take partials. I just want to zoom out a little bit. Fuck, does that even make sense? Let's see. It does, but it could go and grab this liquidity up here at the big figure 35,000 level. Makes sense. It get in on here. Go. Let's just see. It's at that big figure fucking level. Okay. Got stopped out.
I'll see what happens. Now let's just watch what happens afterwards. If this
Okay.
would have been something you would have taken, let's see how it would have played out.
Time of day. It's 9:30.
It came into that order block. See how it reacts. It looks like it's just trending.
Yeah, this it
It's just
trended,
trending.
but the
Trending
big figure
days.
level 35,000's up here.
Keep in mind too, you shouldn't have been trying to sell on a bullish day. I know you had that what's called, but you should have pulled a fib from that high to that from that high with that order block to the very
Right
low
here.
of the move, yeah. To very low. All the way down there. And see where that is on a fib. If it's above the fib settings, I wouldn't have been looking for a buy. No, if it was above the fib settings, I possibly would have been looking for the buy.
Here. You know,
Is that reverse?
let me just collect this. Okay, so fib from this high
Mm-hmm.
to this low,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm bringing it up. Damn, I did a
Yeah,
full.
I can see you trying to go short there. A little bit more reason now. But it wasn't really showing a willingness to reject. But that one candle before you entered, I probably would have entered down there, honestly. But I still would have ended up taking an L for that short. But you live and learn with that. You just
Yeah,
gotta keep
bro.
in mind trend at that point. When the previous day was bullish, you should have been looking to buy. But in this case, there wasn't much retracement, so it kind of forced you to look for a short at a high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that sucks, dude, because all those confluences where we try to get in, for a sell, it made sense. It's above the, you know, those 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 ranges, you know. Not like I was selling under it had a oh, it was sometimes there's L's. You need
Sometimes
to
W's.
remember these trending days though, man. These are where I get stomped pretty bad.
Yeah,
So
that's why you just gotta always stick to the plan. When it's a previous day bearish bullish day, just look for buys. It keeps you out of bad trades.
and that's where that concept is where you're talking about, well, if there's one bullish candle, there's gonna be about two or three that
Mm-hmm.
follow. You know, maybe you get faked out that following day, but it's usually
It's
a
a higher
trend
chance.
that follows. Do you want me to just erase all this, skip to the next day?
Nah, it's all good. I think that's actually all good. I think that's good enough for right now.
Okay,
Cause you
make
don't
it
need
the
too
same
much.
actually.
Unless you wanna, you can keep on doing it yourself. It's up to you.
Uh, I'm pretty good, man. I like I
It's good to, cause we did the full week, so you seen the week, and then you did some on your own. So you watched some, and we did some. Cause how long we been on here? Hour, almost 30 minutes.
do you want to do you maybe want to cancel this one and then do that one interview or podcast that you're trying to do?
I probably I'm gonna have to do it this week. 'Cause I'm gonna go to the gym in about an hour. That's why.
Do you want to do it at the gym? Have warm up, gym warm up? Nah, dude, I'm not trying to be breathing all heavy. I know how I sound, dude. Oh, there you are, bro. I was like looking for you. You're over here. Let me move this um camera so I can fucking. Oh, hey, what's up, Andre?
What's going on, my boy?
Shit. Okay, make stop share. Okay, boom.
Yeah, make me host again. If I could just reclaim it.
All right, cool. Did it go through? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right on.
we almost have 300. You getting there? Four more. You feel me? You see it?
Yeah, that's close, bro. This week, dang, good target by end of Friday, bro. 300 plus.
Yes, sir.
Push it.
That's
Good
the thing.
content. Oh, dude, you know what? You could be like a follow for a follow, and then put on a reel. Maybe get 1,000 people to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just post another reel with the thing. Try to add a trending sound.
Yeah, dude, people see Telegram. Like, if you could make a reel with your Telegram, you used to do that a lot, where you would just show like scroll up and see like the comments. That was
Uh,
pretty. People see that shit
yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? What are they talking about?"
But I'm gonna end it off here though. Nice little back testing session. We did reviewed the previous week. Now we're ready for this week. We know what kind to expect based off of higher time frames. Still all very pretty much bearish, but at the end of the day, we're just gonna see what happens because we are on the weekly in this area of interest that we have reacted from multiple times. So we're gonna see if possibly we can have another reaction here. If we can, we're gonna expect the price to potentially be bullish from around, maybe I'm assuming 33,200 if we do come down for these lows, or 32,800 right here, or 34,000. These are the three areas that I'm going to be potentially anticipating price to have a reaction from. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to just leave this chart just like this, and we'll see which level it has next week. I'm going to just put it all the way over here. But now that's really it. Here, if you want to look at the analysis, did I just have it? Nah, that's gonna, whatever. Alright, but yeah. We're going to see what happens next week. And we're going to be back tomorrow for Monday morning trading session. We're going to see what happens.
Okay, Andre, we'll be back with you, man. Take it easy.
Alright, bro. You be safe. Everyone too. Make sure you be motivated.